have a website? Is the company address or the interview venue associated to other things? What does Nairaland say about them? Have you checked out their employees online? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jess and I post content on career, lifestyle and travel. In today's video, I'll be sharing some tips on how to identify fake job interviews, fake job adverts and fake companies in general. Just in general. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, now's a good time to do so. Please subscribe to my channel. It will take you only a second to do that, and stick with me to the very end of this video. This thing has been happening for a long time. Like, everybody knows somebody that knows somebody, at least, that has almost fallen victim or was a victim and escaped, or someone even went. I know people that I've heard that they've gone for interviews until today. Their families are waiting for them. So they've been declared missing. So it's not the first time. It did not just start today. So let's talk about ways that we can actually avoid falling into the wrong hands and being victims of this sad and wicked situation. Some of us already know that the one thing we need to do to avoid being victims of this type of situation is research. So I really would spend a ton of time talking about the types of things to look out for, the types of things to research, especially when you go online. Do they have a website? Is the company address or the interview venue associated to other things? What does Nairaland say about them? Have you checked out their employees online? So let's talk about websites. Getting a website is about the easiest thing any employer can do. Entrepreneurs who don't have employees on their payroll have websites. So why would a company that wants to hire people, build an actual organization, not have a website? Basically, what I'm saying is if a company does not have a website, you need to pause. You need to chill. Just wait and just let that ring a bell in your head that, is this even pure? Like, what's going on here? Start to second guess the company the moment they do not have a website. Employers know for a fact that they can be perceived as fraudulent if they do not have a website. And they will not try to attract employees by putting out their adverts and all of that if they do not have a website. So it's going to be harder for you to convince someone to take a job with you if you don't have a website. Like, automatically, you should not even be thinking about going for that interview because they don't have a website. You can't find them online. What is the problem? Why is that? So you have to start to question the legitimacy of that organization if you don't find a website. Now, are there cases where these companies could actually be legit and they don't have a website? Yes. But you see, they would not put their adverts online because people are going to question them. I have hired for people in the past that did not have a website. But what they did though was they leveraged their network. They leveraged their close network to find talent for their organization versus putting themselves out there or sending invites to people that they don't know. So it's so important that a company has a website. It speaks to their brand. Now, even getting a website and building a brand, they are two different things. But even just have that website and I can think that you are legit. Now, LinkedIn is as free as Instagram, Facebook. Opening an account is super easy. You don't need too much. Just open an account on LinkedIn, have access to people. Now, this way, you are able to check on LinkedIn to see who their employees are. Do they have employees? How many employees are they? What do these employees look like in terms of their experience or their skill sets? Are they real? So this is you making sure you're asking the right question and also looking in the right places. Because there are so many companies that could have a website, but you check on LinkedIn, they are really not there. Because the way I said getting a website is easy, that's how these scammers are upgrading. They can actually get a website. So the list of things I'm mentioning today are not for you to check for one thing. They need to check these boxes for you to confirm that they're actually legit. Still on researching the company or checking the company out online is Nairaland. Nairaland, I don't know if it's that we've forgotten about Nairaland, but that is one powerhouse of information for Nigerians. People who have been invited for scam interviews or scam jobs or whatever opportunities, they go tell their story on Nairaland. So you don't have to experience what people have already experienced, where you can get that information to learn for free. The second thing is the mode of communication. Was a call put through to you, where you sent an email, where you sent a text message? You need to look at these different things. You would feel it, you can perceive when it is legit. And I'm not talking about using bulk SMS, because anybody can use bulk SMSs now. So it's really not about that. It's about the way that they communicate. And let me focus a little bit on emails, email addresses. If someone sends you, let's say the company is called ABC Limited, and you see ABC Limited at gmail.com, ABC Limited at yahoo.com, why would you go for such an interview? They don't have a domain name. They don't have a company domain name. The email address is what you can create, what I can create, what the next person can create. So don't go for that type of interviews, please. The third tip is the timing of that invitation. If an invitation to an interview is too short notice, your ears need to start to stand. You need to question that. Why are you sending me an interview invitation tonight for an interview that's to happen tomorrow morning? Why? There's something fishy there. So if you get that type of invitation, I'd advise you to completely ignore it. Because why are you giving me less than 12 hours notice for an interview? Why?
What's the hurry? Even if I'm desperate for a job, why are you in a hurry?
So more often than not, the reason why they do that is they're casting their net really wide. So basically, when they send you a message by 9 p.m., they've sent you to like 50 or 100 people, because they know that at least 1 or 2 or even 10 people will show up. So it's really not about you. It's just about anybody that will let themselves fall victim for this. To know when a company is not legit is if a company is asking you for money. Listen, I don't care what the money is for, whether it's for passport photograph, whether it's to buy a form or fill an application form. There is no world where you pay to get a job, period. The next tip for you to know that a company is moving mad or moving funny is when you receive an interview invite to a job or company that you did not apply to. You didn't apply to this company, yet they are sending you text messages or they are sending you emails and asking you to come for an interview. Now, don't get me wrong, there are situations where people referred you to a job. But if somebody refers somebody to a job, the right thing for that person, whether it's a recruiter or an organization to do, is to let them know where they got their application. In fact, you didn't apply, so it's not even an application, where they got your resume from or your contact information from. That's the first thing to do, because they need to first confirm from you that you are aware and that you are interested. So they cannot just send to you randomly, or the person that referred you has given you a heads up that company ABC Limited is going to reach out to you because I gave your name to them for XYZ role. So then you are aware and you are expectant of that type of invitation. But in case where you did not apply, you don't know where this job is coming from, you don't know this company, those are the types of invitations you need to run away from. Because ideally, even if you applied to a job 2 years ago, they should not just automatically invite you for an interview 2 years after. They need to check that your circumstance has changed or hasn't changed. Are you still interested? Do you still want to work with this company? Are you still in that kind of job? Are you in that line of that field? Are you still doing that? My final tip today is stop applying randomly to jobs. Don't apply to 100 jobs expecting that, well, at least maybe 10 will call me, or at least I'll get feedback from 5. Stop moving like that. Stop operating like that, because then you are leveraging the same strategy that these evil people are leveraging, which is casting your net wide. Stop doing that. When you apply to jobs, even if you apply to 15 jobs or 20 jobs, you need to apply to jobs you can keep track of. Don't just see a job and then you just apply. For every job you apply to, there's an expectation from you as an individual. Research. So the fact that you are desperate does not mean that you deserve to be kidnapped. It doesn't mean that you don't deserve to be kidnapped. You don't deserve to be harmed. You don't deserve to get raped. You don't deserve to die because of your desperation to get a job. And I'm asking for you who's watching this video, some of you don't need this video because you know these things. So why don't you drop your comments in the comment section, drop your thoughts and the tips you think would help people who need this type of content. Drop your tips, drop your advice on what they can do or what they shouldn't do. Anything that could be helpful. And of course, share this video with as many people as you can. First, if this is your first time on my channel, thank you for stopping by. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Do give it a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I will see everyone in my next video. Bye.